We are hoping to hook up at some point with Bobcat Goldthwait, comedian. I think that's happening as we speak. I'll look at the big screen. Mr. Bobcat is elsewhere, but there he is. There he is. Oh, he's got a much bigger beard than last time. Hey, Bobcat, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I look like Randy Quaid.
Bobcat
Randy Quaid or Yukon Cornelius. I'm not sure which one.
Bobcat is on the road. In fact, there'll be some stops this evening in Fort Wayne, tomorrow with the famous Irving Theater in Indy, and others to come. We haven't talked to you for a while, Bobcat. Everything okay? You doing well?
Yeah, fairly. You know, a few weeks ago, I got a new shoulder. I got a shoulder replacement, which did you know they give you the option of cadaver or an artificial shoulder? And I'm like, I'll go with the artificial shoulder. I don't want,
Yeah.
I don't want a shoulder that's suddenly Zig Heiling, I want to know where my shoulder was January 6th.
Muscle memory.
Muscle memory.
Which arm is it, may I ask?
It's actually the one I just didn't raise. It's on the left.
I figured.
But I'm fine, I think it's just from masturbation. No, I think it was from. It's actually like I think it's great. I had a sports kind of related shoulder, which is hilarious because I've never played a sport in my life.
Well, don't you go out there and chop wood now? Or at the
I
end
do.
of the road?
I do chop a lot of wood. That's not a euphemism for anything. And I'm hoping to get back to it. That's my big plan. But I've had a lot of medical stuff. I don't know if I think we talked about it when Dana and I were in that car accident, Dana Gould. I had 4 broken ribs. I was unconscious and I had a concussion. And when my legal name obviously is not Bobcat, it's Robert. I've been Robert. The last time I was Robert, I think I was about 12 because I've been Bobcat all my life. And I wake up in the hospital, and so I didn't register myself. So my friends gave my license over to the when I got admitted. But oh, by the way, when I woke up, I was on morphine, and I've been sober for decades, so that was a free lapse. That was pretty nice. I don't even have to get new chips or anything.
Very nice.
Great. Yeah, and the doctor's looking at me, and he's like, he doesn't know that I'm in show business or anything, and he's like, do you know where you are? And I didn't. I was in Georgia. I was like, no. And he goes, do you know what year it is? And no. And I see him get nervous, and he brings out the big guns, and he goes, okay, what's your name? And I'm like, Bobcat. And he's like, work. You're Robert. And I go, Bobcat. He's like, you're Robert. And he holds it up so I can read it. And I'm like, and I'm having this existential crisis. I'm like, Robert, who's Robert? Was it all a dream? What? So when I go to get the MRI, which is a form of torture, you're in that tube, and it's like, yeah. And the young guy is like, the technician is like, some people, they freak out. So just try to stay calm. Don't take deep breaths. And he's giving me the whole speech. And then as he's loading me into the MRI in the tube, he goes, are you Bobcat Goldthwait? And I'm like, that's what I've been trying to tell him. He goes, I do an impression of you. And I'm like, is this guy going to do an impression of me when I get out? And sure enough, when they check on me, I come out and he's like,
That's great.
It was like the Tourette's Pygmalion.
Our guest is comedian Bobcat Goldthwait, and Mr. Bobcat on the road. And are you doing an extensive tour? Are you going to be out a lot this summer?
I go out a fair amount, I got a new album coming out called it's my first communion photo is the cover.
It's gorgeous.
Soldier for Christ.
Look how cute he is.
Oh,
what happened?
that's sweet.
And then I'm working on a new movie right now with it's not a secret, I guess. I found, I can't really say how I found it, but I have a long lost Ed Wood movie that's it's not finished, and so Dana Gould and myself, we're hiring new actors, and I'm finishing this Ed Wood film.
Cool. So it really is
cool.
a genuine Ed Wood film.
Yeah. It's a movie called Operation Red Light, where Ed plays a madam in a brothel in Vietnam.
Oh,
so
whoa,
it's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. And for those that are not familiar with Ed Wood, Ed Wood's film was voted the worst movie ever made. Is that?
I believe Plan 9 from Outer Space was on one of those lists. Yeah,
but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Because this one's not finished. No, it's I don't think Ed Wood was a terrible filmmaker. I mean, he was passionate. His movies are never boring. And so I have a kinder. I feel a strong bond with Ed. Like I make movies that no one's asking for either. And I make them with my friends, and you can't stop me. I'm going to keep making them. So I do feel like Ed with a smidge less cross-dressing.
Is the original that you're working with? Is it a black and white or color movie? What is it?
No, it's shot in '68, so it's a color film.
Oh, okay.
And
are you going to try to match the visual?
Oh yeah. I'm shooting it. I'm shooting the film is I'm using the same stock, and it's shot on Super 16 like the original was. But I can't say who's playing Ed but it's a fairly large name is actually coming on board to play his part of Bruce Hammerford.
Are you in the movie or just directing it and writing it?
No, because there's also another movie going on, the making of this movie. So I'm in it, but I'm in it just because you see me making the movie. It's very confusing. There's a making of a film that never got finished.
Okay, we're speaking with Bobcat Goldthwait. Recently, he had his shoulder replaced. Are you going to be able to stand up for your stand-up, or do you have to sit down?
Yeah, I already did a show last weekend, and it's I don't know. Am I eventually just going to be a disembodied head in a box on stage, like a Beckett play? I mean, stand up. It's like I don't. Getting older. I think the thing that's worse is AARP magazine. It still found me. I moved to the Midwest, and the subscription that I never subscribed to, I was yelling at the magazine the other day. I go, I never ordered you. And she's like, why are you yelling at a magazine? I go, I'm not retired. I don't qualify. And I'm like, hey, look, there's the article on the Ramones. It made me so sad. I am their demographic. Yeah. And I go, maybe we do need a bathtub with a door on the side.
Those are handy. Yeah.
Now, are you doing physical therapy? I'm worried about your shoulder because one of my sons is currently getting it.
And I had it done, Bobcat, and it was the most painful thing I've ever been through.
Yeah, they say.
It is.
Yeah,
it really is. And I've had a lot of things.
Yeah,
I mean, I was in hot to trot. So I know pain. No, it truly was. And you think it's really painful, but it eventually got better, right, Chick?
Oh yeah, it eventually gets better, but then it falls off again. I didn't do the physical therapy.
So you've got to do the physical therapy.
You gotta do it.
I was going to do the physical therapy until the lady said, "Hey, you're Chick McGee, aren't you?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Can you come here Saturday and welcome new clients?" And I said, "No, I'm going to go get my physical therapy from somewhere else," is what I said.
And then you never did?
And I
welcome new clients. Like you were going to be like a clown at a car wash?
I think so. Come on in. Put me in a dunk tank. And,
Bobcat Goldthwait is our guest, a guy who's been doing comedy since he was in high school pretty much, and made a bunch of movies.
that's something that's on the new album. An actual a personality when I grew up in Syracuse, New York, Dave Frasina, used to play local music, and he gave me songs that Tom Kenny, folks know him as SpongeBob, but we were in high school doing stand-up comedy, and there's songs that Tommy and I wrote and sang, and they're on the album too. So there's a teenage version.
Wow.
Singing these songs.
Is it out yet or just about to come out? I didn't quite understand.
It's about to come out. It's April 26th, and it's on Pretty Good Friends is the name of the label, but it's from Sub Pop, and Eugene Merman owns the record company. So
cool. Oh, Sub Pop, famous years ago for all kinds of cool releases. I'm sure they cringe at the word grunge, but that was they broke a lot of it. It's funny. I speaking of that, doesn't help you. I can't even find it, but I found a picture of me and Nirvana, and we're all in maternity, like we're all in drag, and I think I'm going to put that on my social media because people are so mad at drag right now.
Oh, yeah.
What was the occasion?
Just hanging out. No,
it was a Tuesday.
It was for the record In Utero, and I was teaching a birthing class, and this is back when they would do a commercial for vinyl albums. Think about that. And so we're all dressed up as women. They look fine. I look like I should be trying to swim out of the bottom of the Poseidon Adventure.
It's a Shelley Winters record.
I saw that. Yeah. I suffered through that sin turd.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, Bobcat, we certainly look forward to the album once again on the road. Fort Wayne, Indiana tonight, Indianapolis, Indiana, Friday evening. And his new album will be released April 26th. It's always a great pleasure. I hope you're doing okay with the shoulder. Do the physical therapy, please.
I will. So, and Saturday I'll be in Richmond, Indiana. So also, I got asked if I would greet customers at my physical therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Looking back, I should have done it, I think, maybe.
They may
Just
be
don't get a big head.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Bobcat, you're always the best. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And once
Thanks
again,
for having me on.
Saturday, Richmond, Indiana, and then what is it, tonight in Fort Wayne, and Friday, the Irving in Indianapolis. Thanks, Bobcat.
Thanks so much.
Good luck with the
Safe
shoulder.
travels.
You're looking great. God, that guy's great.
Yeah, he is.